You stand in front of your closet, stuffed, overflowing, bursting at the seams, and still, you feel you have nothing to wear. The tags dangle from sleeves like tiny white flags of surrender, evidence of battles lost not to necessity, but to desire. You tell yourself it's just clothes, just shopping, just a harmless indulgence. But if it's truly harmless, then why does the satisfaction dissolve before the bag is even unpacked? Why does the emptiness return heavier than before? The Stoics understood something we have forgotten: we suffer not from the things we own or lack, but from the stories we tell ourselves about them. You aren't buying fabric and thread. You are buying an impression, a fleeting image of worth, of completion, of becoming someone finally enough. That rush at the checkout? That is not fulfillment. That is your mind mistaking acquisition for progress. And like all impressions that go unexamined, it rules you without your consent. But here is the truth that sets you free: your value was never sewn into a label. Your worth was never hanging on a rack. The clothes are indifferent. They do not care whether you buy them or leave them behind. Only your judgment cares. Only your appetite cares. And the appetite, the Stoics teach, is like a fire: it grows not by what it consumes, but by what it is fed. So let us stop blaming the garments and start examining the mind that reaches for them. The first step: distinguish between need and illusion. Epictetus began every lesson with a simple division: some things are up to us, some are not. Your desire to feel worthy is up to you. Whether you buy that shirt is up to you. But the feeling you hope it will deliver? That is outside your control. You can no more purchase peace of mind than you can buy a calm sea. When the urge rises, pause and ask: am I responding to a genuine need, or am I chasing an impression of happiness? The wise person does not ask what something will give them. They ask what it will cost them, and whether that cost serves a life well lived. The second step: see the pattern as a teacher. Seneca wrote that no man is born wise, but all are born capable of becoming so. The urge to shop is not your enemy. It is your teacher, if you have the courage to listen. Observe what precedes the craving. Was it a moment of feeling overlooked? A comparison that left you small? A belief that if you just looked different, you'd finally be enough? The Stoic does not run from discomfort. They walk toward it, asking, what is this trying to show me? The pattern you track is not a record of failure. It is a map to your own liberation. The third step: replace acquisition with virtue. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself constantly, you could be good today. Instead, you wait for tomorrow. The ritual of shopping promises transformation through possession. But transformation never came from a bag. It comes from the only place anything real ever comes from: within. When the urge strikes, do not reach for your wallet. Reach for what you already have. Dress with intention. Style what you own. Experiment not with consumption, but with creativity. Let the ritual become an act of presence, not escape. You are not depriving yourself. You are reclaiming yourself. The fourth step: release the past with compassion. Zeno taught that we cannot control what impressions land on us, only what we do with them once they arrive. If your closet holds regrets, if dags still hang on unworn mistakes, let them go, not with shame, but with wisdom. Every purchase was once a teacher. Every almost piece was once a lesson in what you thought you needed. Forgive yourself for seeking happiness where it cannot be found. The Stoic does not dwell on what is past. They use it to build what comes next. The fifth step: ask what a life well lived requires. Before you bring anything new into your life, stop and ask the question that cuts through all illusion: does this serve the person I am trying to become? Not the fantasy self. not the image you perform for others. The real self, the one who must live with the consequences of every choice. Will this peace endure? Will it suit the life you're actually living? Will it matter a year from now? The Stoic measures everything against the only standard that matters: virtue. Not appearance. Not approval. Not the fleeting comfort of a full bag and an empty heart. Your call to action: clear what clings and keep what lasts. You do not need more clothes. You need more clarity. You do not need a bigger closet. You need a smaller appetite for what does not matter. Clear the space. Donate what no longer serves. Keep only what aligns with the life you are building, not the life you are escaping. And before you bring anything new through your door, sit with the question until the answer is honest: is this necessary? Is this true? Does this belong to the person I am choosing to become? You were never broken for wanting to feel better. You were only human, reaching for what you thought would heal you. But the healing was never in the hands. It was always in the mind that chose them. Thank you for having the courage to turn inward instead of outward. That is the beginning of wisdom. That is the beginning of freedom. Until next time, stay grounded, stay intentional, and stay unshaken by what does not last.